Hi, welcome to Hanging at Heckrodt. My name is Miss Andrea, and today we're going to be talking about great horned owls, one of my favorite critters that you can find here at Heckrodt. Currently now, at dusk hour, you can start hearing them calling. So right now they just left their babies and let them go on their own, and now they're calling to establish those territories. So they'll be establishing territories by mid-December, January. They're going to start doing their mating calls, and by mid-January they'll start sitting on their nests with eggs. So it's starting that cycle, and we're really excited. So I've seen them around for the last few weeks here at Heckrodt, so keep your eyes open in those trees. So let's learn a little bit about these guys. So the call sounds like this. You can hear them talking to each other. So the low. Ooh, 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 ooh. So also be listening for that sound as well. So right beside me, you'll see the great horned owl here. It is a mount. No, it's real. No, it's a mount. So you can see that his coloration is very, the dark browns, like a few grays, and some of the orange colors. They're really made to camouflage themselves within the bark of the tree. Sometimes they're really hard to see if they're really pressed up to the tree trunk, sitting very still, sleeping. So you can see how he camouflages well. So there's the wings. And here's a kind of a close-up of the color of the wings. Owls have this really cool ability to fly silently at night. Their feathers are very loose and the wind goes through them, as you can see here, and very soft. So there's the great horned owl wing. Their wingspan is 4 feet 9 inches. So you can see right here, if I can get my, Miss Andrew's only 5 feet tall, so they're just a little bit smaller than my own arm wing. So they're a pretty big owl. So owls have really cool feet. So if you look here, this is an owl foot. This is called a talon. You can see they're very sharp, one of their tools to hunt for their food. You can see that there is their toes. There's 2 in front and 2 in back in this one. So owls have a really cool adaptation where one of their toes right here is able to move kind of like your thumb back and forth. So if you look here at the mount, you'll see that when he's perched, he has 3 in front and 1 in back. And while this one has the 2 and 2. So they're able to do both. Hawks can only do 3 in front and 1 in back. So the owls have that special adaptation where they can move that one toe. And that helps them perch and hunt better. It's one of the really cool, unique adaptations. So let's look closely at an owl skull. So here's an owl skull. You can see where his eyes are. So the eyes are so big, they take up most of the skull. So you can see the sockets there. Because their eyes are so big, they can't use those individual muscles, and they can't, move. We can move our eyes, roll our eyes, like at our parents. They can't do that, so they actually move their head further. So they have really small vertebrae in their necks, so they can do 270 degrees. Not all the way around, not 360. That's a myth, just 270 degrees, but they can do it really fast, so some people may think it looks like they do it all the way around. And you can see how cool the beak is. It's very hooked and very pointy at the end, which also helps it eat their food. So when owls eat, they actually swallow their food whole. So they swallow the entire animal. And of course, there's things that they can't digest, like the feathers, the bones, fur, teeth, all sorts of stuff. And they gather inside the gizzard of the owl, and they form this owl pellet, and then they have to cough it up. It's really cool to see if you ever catch an owl coughing up a pellet. That's pretty rad. what do great horned owls eat, you ask? Great horned owls like to eat a lot of rodents, so you can see them eating moles, voles, squirrels. They will eat birds and bats and snakes. One fun fact is they like to eat skunks. So great horned owls don't have the best sense of smell, so they can't smell it, so they gobble up those skunks. I can only imagine what their nest would be like if they ate it in their nest. Their smell like it would kind of gross. So that's kind of a fun fact for you. So there's a great horned owl. You can hear the squirrels upset behind me. Sitting in a tree. He actually just flew up there as I was filming this video, this education video. So it worked out perfectly. He's really pretty. Hello, buddy. He's way up there, so you gotta keep your eyes open and look way up high in the trees, guys. Ready? Can you see him? Can you see him? There he is. So that's a great horned owl here at Heckrodt. And you can hear the squirrels. You can listen to the squirrels and they can tell you, you get a little hint of where the owls are. It's kind of cool. Thanks for joining me on this fantastic, fun owl adventure that we just went on. I hope you learned a little more about great horned owls and owls in general. Please come out for a hike and look for those owls. They're really fun to look for. Remember to keep your eyes open, your ears open, look high in the trees and maybe you'll see one. It's always a fun day when you see one of those. Have a great day.
Special thanks to Community First Credit Union
For being our community partner in education.
Because of their support, we're able to provide awesome programs for you. Special thanks again to Community First Credit Union for being our community partner in education.